Mhuri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakarepo pano paZim News update apo patinoda kupa mafirst hand update anonga achiitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. So tiri kuona munyika ino yeZimbabwe mune kudhonzerana kwakati nyanyei apo patiri kuona manesi muzuva ranhasi havana kurapa varwere, havana kurapa mapatients vachitaura ivo kuti toda kukwidzirwa mari, sezvo zvatiri kuona kuti vamutori Ncube vakambotaura mazuva adarikayo vachitaura vachiti toda kukwidzira macivil servants yese mari. So manesi vari kutaura kuti mari idzi hadzisi kukwana. So kune maactivist nevamwe vari kutaura tichasiya vachitaura pano, vari kutaura ivo kutoti no, hadzisi mari dzemanesi chete dziri kudiwa, even kana nemaequipment emuzvipatara macho ari kutodiwa. Vataura ivo vachiti no, kuchiredzi chaiwo chekuchiredzi vari kutaura kuti mawadhi muna muchitolika, munotozoiswa matende muchitoita sezvinhu zvasinomira zvakanaka. Tiri kuona kuti kuchitungwiza chaiko zvinhu zvazvatombooma zvekutoti madzimai chacho wanga vakuzvarira pasi. Chinova chiri chiratidzo chinoratidza kuti munyika muno mune kudhonzerana, because kune ari kuda kuconcentrata power, ari kuda kutora power, kushandisa mari yese yenyika kuti anga ine simba emhuri yeZimbabwe. Kune vari kuda kutora mari iyoyo kuda kudevelopa nyika, ndo kudhonzerana kuri kuitika. So tira kuti musare muchinzwa makomboredi edu tinao pano. So tokuti kana uri musasa pano usina kusubscribe, kulike nekushare, ndoti kana tisangane news inoteera.
Allow me to say, take it as an opinion. Right?
We lost you there. We can't hear you. Senor. Blackheart, can you hear me? I think he received a call. Go ahead.
He muted his mic.
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, Scotty, I think people need to understand that the private sector yakatouraiwa deliberate. So it's not like there's no willingness for private players to come on board. There was a deliberate to do that sector so that you don't function free from politics. You see, let's acknowledge the fact that politics the intruder. You know, so we actually do not have just an economical challenge. We have an economic problem that has been created by politicians deliberately. So you need to correct the error. You can't just say the economy function so players should be playing and all that. You know, you can't invite players to a game the rules and all that and just ask them to play how they are supposed to play. You know, I can't come in kuzotamba soka muchitamba rugby muchindipa matacos and all that. At the end of the day, you say I'm defeated. You see, so there is a deliberate need to rectify the situation, and it goes only one way, and that's political, right? Chinhu chese chiri kuchema nevanhu right now mu Zimbabwe chiri kuaffectwa nepolitics. Right now, people are crying kuti we don't have functioning financial systems, financial institutions, mabenki chaiwo muri kuchema nawo, right? Akauraiwa nepolitics. And there's the government, fund varimi. For what reason? And then they've enslaved varimi vedu. They are being exploited. You know, there's not such funding. And then you determine and then yet the market is saying otherwise. You see, so there's been a deliberate effort to actually kill financial institutions, to kill the economy, to kill everything, to function independent from politics. Hence now these ideas that Nongotora Sedambe, Zakafana Neguti, every sector, now you have to build on the foundation, it has to be for ED. You see, right now, what else can you start building right now that should be outside ED? If you have to come up with youth programs, they have to be centered around that individual. Madzimai chaiwo kana maproject enyu amakuda kutoita makutonzi you should be women for ED. Vanhu vanonamata mapostori hanzi you have to be for ED. And you are not hausi mupostori akakwana if you don't fall under this organization yavakafoma hanzi VED vapostori for ED.
For economic development.
Everything now. Yeah, but you see, we all understand now the connotation around that and the sanitization of actually calling it economic development right now. But the whole thing is tainted with politics, whereas people should function free from the government without the government having a direct input into what everything people does, but actually as a facilitator, just enable people to have a free flow by building up systems. Back in the day when systems were still functioning, we actually had a bank that was actually singled out and designated to just help and aid Varimi, to a point that those who qualify will not even receive direct funding from the government. They will just go there, vonozvitorera loan yavo, piwa terms and conditions on how to pay back, right? This government cannot be that nice that year in, year out, it funds Varimi. Where is that money coming from? And every time you have people who've been funded by the government, they haven't yet paid off government. What's so special? Why this government is all of a sudden become so nice to people? And where is the benefit there for our people? What are they benefiting out of this contract farming and these all ideas? Except them being exploited, rather being enslaved. They've become slaves now, these people. You know, they're being treated like machines. You can't have a contract nemuni wewe kuti unorara waramba uchinomupa seedlings efodya kuti arime fodya, but then you are the one who then take it to the direct market where you'll be fetching 100 times or 300 times than what you are giving kumunye or you are in a contract with. You see, that's slavery. You see, so now vanhu vakauraya all this function system deliberately to anyone who would think kuti hanzi we can even be private players in this game. We can't function free from the toxicity and the polarization of politics in Zimbabwe. It's killing everything. You see, so that's what needs to be corrected. Free us from politics. Politicians, you know, they can go and play politics, but they make sure they facilitate, we have a conducive economy for a free flow of every investment, anyone who can function freely there, any player who can do whatever they want to do to contribute to the economy of the country. You know, there's willingness in our people. Hence, pamakaenda kumadiaspora, nobody has really forgotten kwawakabva. Vanhu, they still try by all means best kuramba vachisenda mari kumba, try to come up with projects still kumba ikokoko. So we are playing our role. We are actually carrying this economy to a greater extent as the diasporians. You see, if you put us together compared to what the government is actually doing for its own people. So free us from politics, I tell you, you see a bigger growth than what we are realizing, because you've killed, one, the confidence in your own people. You know, you've killed, two, the confidence, the investor confidence in our outside investors, you know. So if you restore that, you know, you're gonna see the growth yamurukutarisira yamunogara muchingotaura on your blueprints isingazomaterialize on reality. It's simple. If I can know about these things and in economics zandakaita, but I'm sure anyone, and a degree racho, or anyone who is a real player, who is a real shaker, who is a real mover, understands this better than me. But why are you not implementing it? That will be the question. Okay,
Yeah,
many
guys,
thanks.
just jump in
And
the
I think
conversation.
GD Travel, you can come in, my sister. I see you, Wambodon.
Yeah. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm more into areas where you were talking about, people in the diaspora, they want to do something back home. Truly speaking, if we put ourselves together and say, hey, this is what I really want to do, you can do it without even telling them. Because, if you keep on giving your relatives that money, they will still say they don't have any money. If you really want to improve those people who are apparently saying vanoda mari, unotaura kuti unoda kutsvaga kuita chii, unoda kuchengeta huku here, woita sense into kunotenga huku dzacho iwewe nokuti feed and say now you got the money. And the next one I'm going to really give you again. Then the third area, you are on your own. Because if we are going to give the money all the time, iwo kana wachembera uri kwakari ku UK unozoita sei kana uri ku United States wakuti wakudzokera kumba, where do you stand? So I encourage a lot of diasporans kuti itai mabusiness enyu kumba privately makanyarara, and you don't give a relative mari. You don't give a relative kuti inonotengera mapuranga, inonotengera cement. You don't do that. There are all a lot of hardwares vanogona kuchengetera mari dzako ne-equipment yako, wona builder wako apamba, and you just pay, do it automatically without any relative, because the relative inoitaura ona zvaakuita, ona lakuti kunda, ona, and you won't even do anything in your life. Please, guys, think about it. And then I do work with like Bola. I do work with this other hardware, Hafstad's brothers and all that. They keep your stuff. You know, bichana builder wacho mapedza chi, ene muna builder wacho nomtaura kuti ndikuda kuona maseki apera kuti mamwe semende iuye. And unotomunyembera kuti maseki waya ari kunonoita kumusha toda kuisa seeds ikoko, obva ipapo, and then you keep on doing it, inopera imba kana wakangwara. But kana wati iwe uda kutaura nehama yako, uda kutaura nabuilder tsotsi, then une problem.